83924. All right. Where did you go, Dylan? You were supposed to help me. He's just counting the minutes to Toys R Us, right? These happen to be gorgeous. She's a very, very talented artist.
Yeah.
You did it. This woman also, if you ever follow her, come here for a second. Follow her on Facebook. She is very much involved with the DJ EMF and Davies Angels. And I think it's real important that you continue. She's a very big supporter of them, and they have incredible things that are going on. And we appreciate that she shares her stuff and that we share our stuff with her so we can keep that going alive. Because once again, there were 4 Monkees, not 3. Okay, the next we are doing, that's mine. This, another print. Do I have the winning number? Oh, sorry. The next one is 683783. 683783. Woo! I like your sweatshirt. Did you get it here?
No, I got it at a concert.
All right. Anybody excited that they're touring again? Right? Okay, next we're going to do one of these beautiful blankets that were donated. I hope my husband put some money in here because this is really comfortable and I'm very tired. We have, the winning number is 683873. All right. I know you're all just tired, right? This was one hell of a weekend, right? So who's going to BB King's in July? You get a table? Now you don't have to buy something, you can re-gift it. It's a girl? Perfect. Wonderful. Better her than us. Okay, and the next winning number for another blanket. We hope that this does not bring any bad luck to any of you, that you had too many drinks this weekend. Okay, the number is 683969. 683969. No, she's there. She's just tired. Yeah, we have more blankets. We have another. Anybody want a boy?
No.
Why are you raising your hand? That's my son.
Trying to get her kid away.
God forbid. If any of you should see Donna Dolan's on the way out, her birthday is tomorrow. And so if you do see her, just tell her happy birthday, okay? Next number is 295551. 2955. Wait a second. It's been a very long weekend. 295551. All right. What? Seriously, you weren't happy the first time. Oh, this poor kid's getting a baby blanket. Is your mom and dad here? Don't blame us. Sorry, Grandmom. Okay, and one more blanket that we're doing. Oh God, I could leave them in the bag. Just come get the bag back. I'm not even thinking about the gift. I'm sorry. Okay, this number is 683-781. 683-781. Be a little more excited. The money's going to David's charity. Wait, make sure my stuff isn't in there. That's what I was looking for. You're the best. I actually brought from home. We were given this last year. This is autographed from Davey. This was given by his family. And this is from the 45th anniversary, An Evening with the Monkees. And this is from the English tour. So this is, I didn't announce it before because I thought I lost it, and I didn't. So I'm really glad because this was mine. And the winning number is 683-895. I gotta check if he's from Detroit. All right, he's good. If any of you are going up to BB King's, message us on Facebook because then maybe we can all meet up in the city, right? Who bought some of Emily's art this weekend? Who bought books from Amy? Pictures from Amy. Can you believe we got to meet Amy Dolan's? My husband was very happy about meeting Amy Dolan's. He's going to hear about it over the next couple of weeks. Okay. The Monkees t-shirt from Rhino. The winning number is 683-887. 683-887. What did I tell you about these Detroit people? See, I'm from Philly. I'm not afraid. Okay, we have... What do we have now? Oh, we have the best prize yet. The official Monkees staff shirt. This is a collector's. You know why? Because she said it was. There was only 50 made. That's why. Wait, do you have one for me? So I can put it on eBay for $50? Okay, cool. All right, we have 683-606. Come on now, be happy. You know, Bob Barker gets you down the aisle, is it me? Oh, that's mine. Emily gave me a print and autographed it for me. I'm very excited. Thank you. We are going to have, just so you know, we're going to link up all the merchandise from all the kids on the official website so that you can see some of the new things that they're doing. Who got an autograph frame that Georgia and Mickey are doing? Did you? Nice. They didn't save me one. I have to order online. But make sure you subscribe and keep watching these kids. They're all very talented, would you say? All right, we have Renee's song, one of Davey's girlfriends. He wrote a song for her, and I never heard it, but you're going to on the way home. The next one is 684039. That's for you. Tell me if it puts you in the mood, you know, message us, okay? Let me see your number. Perfect. Congratulations. And we have a bunch of these really cool CDs. Can you hold me one? I just got a new car and I haven't put a CD in there, and I tried to buy... Oh, it's for the computer. It's a DVD. Never mind. I tried to buy Pool It. Pool It's my favorite CD. Right? Don't Bring Me Down. My favorite song, period.
CD-ROM.
It's a CD-ROM.
It has 2 songs.
It has 2 songs.
And you can play it on your computer, whatever.
You can play it on your computer.
And it's got the documentary of the Monkees in there.
Has a documentary of the Monkees in here. So there's a lot of people that are going to win it. So let's do this fast so I can go to bed. 683-592. 683-592. All right. The next one is 683-645. 683-645. Next. You? There you go. Congratulations. All right. Did I do that one? The next one is I did that one too. You're not very good at coupon things. 683-627. 684-023. 684-023. Yay. Adele, did you get a Facebook page yet? 683-841. 683-841. Next. 683-824. Well, you gotta give them a second for their eyes to adjust. 683-824. Oh. Man, Donna's having a great weekend. 683-622. Aw, you're nice. 683-828. All right. Next one is 683-733. Woohoo! The next, what, really? She's rushing me and then she's taking the break. 683-967. 683-967. Andrea is leaving. Can everyone say goodbye to Andrea? And Joe is leaving. 683-680.
Hallelujah.
Wake up. 683-677. 683-677.
That's me.
Now you can listen to it in 2 separate rooms. 2 separate bedrooms.
That'll work.
Sorry, sir. 683-848. 683-848. Nobody? Next. 683-817. She paid $10 for the CD. She can keep as many as she wants to. 683-981. 683-981. And our last one is 683-765. 683-765.
Okay, yes, come in. Hey.
Perfect. Now, when all of you guys go home with your pictures and everything, I want you to look on our links to our friends. Some of the bands that were here, Buddy Blank's Romeo Delight, they performed with Mickey. Was that not cool seeing him do Pretty Woman? Yeah? Did anyone know Mickey could move like that? Yeah? Buddy is gorgeous too, right? Not bad looking guy. Make sure you check Romeo Delight out, especially if you're in the Philadelphia area like I am. Also check all the Dolan's girls, check all of the Nesmith kids, look for all updates, and again, we've got some concerts coming up. So make sure that you let us know where you're going to be so that all of us can keep this going so that we can do this for the 50th. What do you think? All right. Now, I'm going to give the microphone to a very handsome and tall gentleman who has not been anxiously waiting to do this all weekend long. This is Mr. Fred Velez. Hey guys, thank you so much for trusting all of us and knowing that this was going to be an amazing event. Thank you.
Give a big hand again to Jody and Phyllis, everybody. Okay guys, our next bit we got is a panel discussion. First again, I'm Fred Velez. I was the original MC of the Monkees convention starting in 1980 up to about 1986 and a few beyond that. I just wrote my first book. It's called A Little Bit Me, A Little Bit You, The Monkees from a Fan's Perspective. It's my stories of my experiences with the Monkees plus other fan stories, including Dave Alexander and a few other people. This is the print version. Unfortunately, we're sold out, but you can get it on Amazon, you can get it on Create Space, you can order it, Barnes & Noble. The ebooks you can get on Amazon Kindle, Barnes & Noble Nook, Apple iBooks. If you can read it on your iPhone, it'll look like this. If you get it on your Kindle or whatever iPad, it'll look like this. If you get the print book, it will look like this. And if you get the Super Deluxe version, it will look like this. Right there. If you get the Super Deluxe, the author will come to your house and read it for you. Okay, so let's get our panel together. Unfortunately, Eric Lefkowitz and Henry Dills unfortunately could not stay, but we're still going to have some really special speakers here. First up, we have Mr. Gary Strobel coming up first. Mr. Gary Strobel, there he is. Next up,
8 miles high right now.
yeah, Henry Dills is 8 miles high right now, folks. Next up, we have from the Monkees.net website, Mr. Brad Waddell. All right, let's move down one. And let's see. Of course, myself, Fred Velez. And even though Henry and Eric could not be here, we have a special guest. This is a Monkees convention, right? So we had to have 3 Americans and 1 Brit. So without further ado, we have to welcome the wonderful Mr. Ian Lee from England. Hello. Over here, sir. Ducky, right behind my sign. Okay, so well, let's get a little bit from the Brit side about monkey fandom. We'll start with you, Ian. Okay, listen, I kind of feel a little. Oh, okay, let's do it.
Is this amplifying my voice? Not yet. He's going to make his way. I was at the bar. So sorry. Oh yeah, that would help. That would help.
He's gonna, oh, there we go. Voice amplification. Hello, America. Listen, I kind of feel, you know, I'm not an expert. I'm a fan and I'm a collector, but these 3 guys are kind of legends. If you've not read Fred's book, it's brilliant. He's not paying me to say that. I had to buy a copy. It's a cracking book. But Brad and Gary, you know, as a fan growing up in England in the 80s, and I kind of got into the Monkees big time before the reunion, there wasn't a lot of stuff, really. They used to show the Monkees every weekday during the school holidays from as far back as I can remember. But they were the really badly cut versions. They would cut loads of stuff out. But as the 80s wore on, we would get copies of things like Monkey Business fanzine and things like that from the States. And these names would be, you know, would be in there. So to finally meet these people is is awesome. So thank you very much. Thank you, boss.
Right, okay, Gary?
Hey there. Welcome everybody. Thanks for coming. Hey, quick survey. Okay. How many people learned about the Monkees in the 80s? Right? Hands up. Hands up. Wow, that's a small number. Okay. How many people learned about the Monkees in the 60s? That's the majority. Okay. All right. How about the 70s? Ah, okay. That's interesting. Okay. That's good. And how about the 90s? A couple. All right. The zeros. One person. Okay. It doesn't matter what year because it's like the mothers and then they pass on the kids and the kids find out about it. It's like, oh, my mom knows about this. It's like some secret and then everybody else. It's timeless. Very timeless.
All right, guys. Anyway, like my book is about monkey fandom, my experiences. If you read the book, I had the honor of being invited by Davy Jones to his house to work on his Mutant Monkees book. I had the pleasure of introducing Mickey, Davy, and Peter at the '86 convention, and the greatest experience of meeting all 4 monkeys at the Hollywood Walk of Fame ceremony in '89, and they gave my photo with all 4 of them, which is incredible. It's on the cover of the book, buy my book. So the Monkees were so special, and it means a lot. They mean a lot to a lot of people. The music, the TV show, all that stuff. And I'm glad that they're getting the respect. And over the years, they've been getting respect they well deserve. And it was shown yesterday at the ceremony with the American Pop Music Hall of Fame. And they forget the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. If they want to get them out, But I think the Pop Music Hall of Fame, because you guys helped to vote them in, means so much more. I think you all agree with that. Okay. So anyway, what we can do here, you guys want to do questions? That'd be great. And just ask us, whatever you want to ask us. So if you've got any questions, please come. Oh, yes, hi.
I think at last year's panel, Gary mentioned you might be releasing some of the concerts from '97.
Yes.
Monkeys. I was wondering what's going on with that.
Well, the latest on that is we're trying to find a board tape from one of the shows in England in order to cut the videos that I shot. I shot the last 7 shows that they did before Michael disappeared. And so that's still a work in progress. And I'll just give you an update on my book. I was supposed to turn everything in at the end of the year. And the publishers were so happy with what I had sent them, and they said, do you mind if we make the release date at a later date? Which I was thankful, because I still have about 10 boxes that I have not looked through that have all this visual stuff that I want to use into the book. And so I have another 6 months to put everything together, and it'll be released in 2015. And it's a major undertaking because I have about 1 million words that I have to condense down to 200,000 words, or maybe even less than that. But I'm making progress, and I hope you'll all buy the book when it comes out. So.
Another question? Any other questions, guys? Please. Yes, over there.
Hi, I have a question for Ian.
Oh, good.
I love Monkey Bootlegs. My question is, what is your favorite thing, or most rare thing, which may not be the same, that you have unearthed?
Yeah, I run a website called monkeybootlegs.com, and it's a Facebook page, and what it is I don't sell them, I don't trade them, I just I've got tapes that I've collected over the years, and I just kind of like to share them. I get pleasure from sharing all of this stuff, and I've spoken to Mickey and Michael and Peter, and they are aware of it, and they kind of, they say as long as you're not selling this stuff, get it out there. They've not expressed any discomfort with that. My favourite thing I've unearthed, it would be, well, there's a couple of things. In the Davy tribute the other day, the full performance of Rainy Jane on this weird British TV show called World of Whittaker, these horrible kind of early 70s variety shows that, no one really liked. But it's a full performance of him. He's wearing the same shirt that he wore in the Brady Bunch episode. There was a tiny, tiny clip of it that was shown on a recent documentary that was shown in the UK. I don't know if it was shown over here. It was a tiny, tiny clip, about 8 seconds. And I worked for the BBC, and I kind of got in touch with the producer and said, "Oh, I'm from the BBC. Can I, could you send me a copy of all the unedited stuff so I can have a look?" And they went, "Yeah, sure," thinking it was some official request. It wasn't at all, but it's amazing what a BBC email can do. So I would say that was probably the most fun. I've got to say that one of the reasons I like Fred's book, just going off on a slight tangent, which Fred, you won't mind, is because you talk a lot about the 70s, and the 70s is kind of my favourite Monkees period, when they were all kind of a little bit lost. It feels like they didn't know if they were pop stars or if they were actors or whatever they were doing. And you kind of dwell on that a lot, which is great, because it's a little bit lost. And a project that I'm working on, and that is very, very slowly starting to make progress, is a release of Mickey's 70s singles, the A and the B sides from MGM and Roma, kind of the same label with different names. I think there's 10 tracks if you include the Starship songs, which he may or may not be on. But, and it's kind of been my ambition to get those legitimately released. They're out there if you want to download them, but it would be nice to have a physical format. And I'm again, sending from the BBC email, it opens doors. I mean, I'm talking to Universal, and for the first time, as far as I'm aware, Universal have actually looked in their files and said, "Oh yeah, we own these." They passed me around, they said we don't owe them, we don't know anything about this. I finally got in touch with someone who said, "Oh yeah, we've got these." And so we are looking at releasing a limited edition LP, physical 12-inch LP, possibly a CD, although that might be more expensive in terms of copyright, and probably an iTunes download as well of the A and the B sides of Mickey's 70 singles. And we'd try and get something a little bit special as well, like maybe an interview with Mickey to talk about the songs. We're hoping to get a nice book to go with it, nice kind of booklet to go with the CD and stuff. So if it happens, fingers crossed, it could be something really special that a lot of people I know would like. I would like, anyway.
Very good. Okay, any other questions, folks? Oh, over there.
I was thinking about the download. When you do that, is it going to be US and a UK download? Because I collect a lot of British stuff, and you can't download it from Amazon or iTunes because I'm in the States.
Yeah.
I'm not in the UK.
I think we've applied for worldwide rights, and they have come back with an amount of money they want, and the percentage that they want, and they've asked for an album title, and we've sent them all of that stuff, and it's now just kind of slowly working its way through the Universal machine. But it is worldwide rights that we've applied for. I mean, they may come back and say, no, we're not interested, but hopefully it will happen. It's going to cost me and my friend who are doing it quite a bit of money, but it's kind of one of those things I'm passionate about. I don't want to make any money out of it. If I can break even, then that's a result. That's right. But yes, it will be worldwide.
Another question? Over there. Speak loud or come forward.
Hi, I'm Mary Ann from San Diego, California. What is your favorite monkey memory? That's all.
Oh, okay. I would start with Brad.
Just because it was so weird, I saw Michael Nesmith do a solo show in 1979 for Infinite Rider album, promoting Infinite Rider album. It wasn't so much that the show was weird as it was this place. It's in an open field, like a big outdoor amphitheater, but he was opening for a couple of hard rock bands, and everybody was there to see them, and I was apparently the only one there to see him. And so they were all screaming, and I was trying to counter-scream that he's really great. and he's at the top of his form at that point, and he was taking calls during the show. It was a real busy time for an executive, but that was my favorite time because I got to meet him after the show, and it was great. He was, like I said, he was doing a lot of things, and then a month later, I was driving down the Sunset Strip, and who comes up above the street? But Michael Nesmith, like a gorilla or something. Big promo poster for the elephant parts. album. It was a fantastically huge, it was, you know, the posters that go way up on Sunset Boulevard. It was an amazing time. So that was my favorite time period. And of course, I'm a big Michael fan. So.
Wow, that's a tough one. I guess one of the coolest memories was the Monkees were performing at the Great Theater on September 7th, 1986. And Michael decided to partake in this performance. And I was lucky enough to be backstage, and before Michael showed up on the stage, the four guys had finished their regular set, and they were on the side by the curtains. And I happened to be standing there, and all it is a silhouette of the four of them embracing each other and telling each other that they loved each other. And then they walked out on the stage, and the audience, the din of the crowd was so loud that if there was a roof on the Greek Theater, it's an open-air theater, they would have blown the roof off the theater. It was absolutely incredible. But just to see the four of them embrace each other, it was just a silhouette. I saw just the shadows of them doing it, but I heard what they were saying to each other. I was like a few feet away from them. That was an amazing moment, because that's the first time they had been together since 1968. So yeah, that's one of many memories that I've had good fortune to be part of.
Okay, for me, and you can read it in my book, by my book. I got a book.
He sold out of his books.
I saw the book here. Thank you. But again, you get it on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, but it's in the book. But I guess one of the best memories was the day that I recounted in there, where I was looking for work. So I knew the guys, and I just decided, the heck with it. You know, what can I lose? I sent a letter to Davey saying, hey, if you need somebody like an assistant, whatever, I'm available. You know, give me a call, whatever. And I just sent it off. I said, he's not going to call or anything like that. And then about a week or so later, I hear my phone ringing, and the answering machine picked up. And whatever, so I play back the message. It says, hello, Davey. Hello, Fred. This is Davey Jones speaking. I'm like, you know. And then I call him back, and I get invited to his house to work on the Mutant Monkees book. And the thing that was amazing about that weekend was when he pulled out his trunk and said, Fred, just go through this and see if there's anything there we can use for the book. I open it up and I see all this amazing memorabilia, all his personal stuff. I'm looking at it and saying, I just died and went to monkey heaven, you know? And that is like the thing that sticks out in my mind more than anything. The others were the Hollywood Walk of Fame when I got to meet, well, I met them before at the MTV Christmas video, you know, all four of them. But the Hollywood Walk of Fame is more special because Peter, and he did this at MTV also, he introduced me to Mike. And he said, Fred, have you met Mike? I said, no, you know. And we're talking and everything like this. And you know Mike G. Bush? Yeah. Mike G. Bush, photographer extraordinaire. We're in the center of this thing. We're talking. All four Monkees are there. And Mike is saying, Fred, you're in the photograph. Oh, I'm sorry. I move away. Peter grabs me, pulls me back, and says, Fred, you're in the picture. And that's where the stunned look of me in the center of that came from. And you can see it there too. So that is, I thank you, Peter, and all that, for that great moment and all. So those are among the fantastic moments. So those two in particular stand out. And give it to Ian.
Okay, very quickly, because I know we're running out of time. I'm going to cheat with two. I've been really lucky. I've interviewed all of them. One of the coolest ones was Nesmith, and it was 2011. It was on the phone. It was before he'd sort of started making a comeback. And I've been after him for years, could never get him. And I was at a new radio station. My producer said, well, let's just email. Let's send an email and find out what happens. The next day, he got back saying, yeah, okay, I'll do an interview. He just kind of grabbed him at the right time. He came on the phone. I was very, very nervous. And in the middle of the interview, I said, listen, Mike, let's make this the first interview where we never mention the M-word. And he said, Ian, listen, everyone's got me wrong. I love the Monkees. You can ask me anything you want about the Monkees, anything you want. And so I asked him some really geeky fan question. Is it true you all got together in the late 70s to talk about a reunion? He went, Ian, I do not want to talk about the Monkees. And it was a bit awkward. They went, I'm only kidding. You can ask me anything you want about the Monkees. So I asked him another question. He said, Ian, I do not want to talk about the Monkees. Just brilliant, just hilarious. And the other one, very quickly, I interviewed Velez, and Velez, this was when he was in the UK for Hairspray. He came into the studio. As he came in, I had Going Down was playing out on the radio, and he came in and went, yeah, this is a really cool song. He stood there in front of me, and he starts singing along to the record. He's singing Going Down, and I'm sat here, and he stood there, and like my 12-year-old me was like, this is amazing. That was pretty cool.
Fantastic. Okay, we're going to be setting up the next act soon, so hang around for that. I'm a theater guy, and I heard these guys are fantastic, so I want you to stick around for the Here We Come show. But I think we got maybe time for maybe one or two more questions. So, yes, sir, yes.
Any chance on improved material quality or something new from the Good Times tour?
The Good Timers? Oh, the Good Timers.
Oh,
Gary would be the one to
69.
know, or Brad. Henry with it.
Well, I've been searching for an audio of one of the shows from the '69 tour, and I interviewed Sam Rhodes, who was the leader of Sam and the Good Timers, and he said that he had a tape that he had given to a friend, and he never got it back. So I'm not sure if that tape ever existed, or he was just telling me that. But just recently I met Link Martindale, who was a disc jockey and became a television personality. And his wife is the daughter of the gentleman that owned the Red Velvet Club. And that's where the Monkees, Mickey and I think Michael, found Sam and the Good Timers performing there. And supposedly one of those rehearsals was recorded. So I'm going to continue the pursuit of this concert. Because I guess it was quite a phenomenal concert. I think there's some people in the audience that may have seen the Monkees in 1969. Oh yeah, Jana, she saw them in Tampa?
You're the one.
Knoxville.
Oh, Knoxville, Tennessee.
You were the one.
So there are witnesses, but I guess it was quite a remarkable show. It was a lot of R&B infused Monkees type songs. And the Monkees wore the red velvet suits and the white frilly shirts, and they had this all black backup band, and it was quite interesting. I think Rolling Stone even did a review of it, 69. But yeah, I'm still pursuing an audio of that. There is a fan version that does exist, and he happens to be a friend of mine, and the batteries were low, so it's recorded where it records normally, and then it fluctuates and goes very slowly. And I don't know if there's any technique to make it.
Ian's BBC, you can find it. Yes, there is.
There is. Okay.
Yes, the BBC, the quality with apart from the street.
I will get the master tape to Ian.
Very quickly as well, there have been tapes, audio tapes of them performing on the Joey Bishop show, and is it Johnny Cash? Is it, no, not Johnny Cash, Tonight Show. And I've just been sent much better quality audio versions of that from, do you know Akira in Japan, Japanese collector? He sent me some really, the Joey Bishop audio, which is not perfect, but it's the best quality Sam and the Good Timers with the Monkees sound I've heard. So let's put it online.
Fantastic. Okay, guys, I think we have time for one more question, and I got to set up for the Here We Come show. One more good question. Let's see. Who got over there? Yes, sir.
Of all the different genres that the Monkees went through, what are your guys' favorites?
All right.
Very quickly, the Monkees, as we all know, invented country rock. Forget your Graham Parsons, forget your Birds. The Monkees invented country rock, and that's kind of my favorite stuff.
I love the Head album because it's such a variety of styles. You got the rock, you got the soft music, you got the Indian influence. Head is an amazing album, Birds and Bees as well. I mean, I know that Headquarters and Pisces are considered the two big ones, but they had great music throughout all the albums. Even Changes has some good stuff. So, for me, I just love the overall everything. I think probably the Headquarters Pisces period I love, but I also love the stuff of Birds, Bees, Head, instant replay. I just love it all. Okay. All right. I love it all.
Well, the Monkees, they performed in every genre, and it was really quite interesting. But for me personally, I like the harmonies. Like "You Just May Be the One" is probably one of my favorites, and I don't know if anybody's aware of it, but that song was supposed to be released as a single, and the other side of the single was "Shades of Grey." And what happened was Lester Sill said that they didn't feel, the powers that be didn't feel there was anything strong enough from that Headquarters album. But Shades of Grey, because that was 1967, the summer was the year of the riots. And there were riots in Chicago and Milwaukee and Detroit, and they actually canceled the Milwaukee tour, or the Milwaukee concert. The Detroit concert was canceled, but then rescheduled in the afternoon. But to me, Shades of Grey would have been sort of like the Daydream Believer that eventually came out. And it's unfortunate that didn't happen, but it's the harmonies, the four-part harmonies that Chip Douglas was able to get out of them was really the most amazing thing. And then you heard it a cappella on the Christmas show, Rio Shio. So that's kind of the stuff, the four-part harmonies for me.
I like the harmonies as well, especially Pleasant Valley Sunday, but I would say that my favorite song, and Ty, I'm a Nesmith fan from day one, but his work is so seminal, so important. Anybody know what the highest charting Nesmith Pen song is? Highest charting. Anyone know? Actually, the highest charted as a Monkee. Right, Monkee song, highest charting, written by Nesmith. No. Back in the 60s, they used to track A-sides and B-sides on the charts. Tapioca Tundra is right. So that's my favorite, and because it had a lot of elements, it has the psychedelic cruise stream of consciousness. It's an extremely great rock song, and just where it falls off the cliff at the end, it just really has a real feel to it. So I love that one.
Okay, I lied. We got at least another minute or two. So one more question, I'll be it. Okay, one more question, guys. Come on. Oh, right there, okay.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, Tammy Rose from 6 Degrees.
Hi, Tammy. Everybody say hello, Tammy. Hi, Tammy.
What do you think is the best strategy for us as Motion fans to keep this going on well into the future?
Keep go and buy concert tickets. But, you know, if people keep going, I guess. I mean, I don't know the business. People keep going and they keep enjoying it. That will happen. Sandoval mentioned the possibility of a deluxe edition of the first LP. Just keep buying the stuff. I guess.
Keep doing what you're doing, guys. Go to the concerts, buy the CDs, download the iTunes, whatever. Buy my book. But keep doing. Just support the guys. No matter whether the Monkees was a group, Nesmith, Torque, Dolans. As solo artists, support Davy's charity, support what his daughters are doing. Just your love for those guys is what keeps this thing going. All right, just do what you're doing. You guys are the ones that are keeping it moving. Okay.
Does anybody watch The Big Bang Theory? Do you have any fans? I just want to say something about that show. I started watching it several years ago, and to me, it's like the Monkees without music. There is such a chemistry between those main characters, and now they're up to 7 characters, I think. But it's just the writing is wonderful. The execution of the dialogue is amazing, and I'm working on trying to get Mickey to do a guest spot and do something because there's a thing about the comic book store, and I'm thinking, well, there was Circus Boy comics, there were Monkees comics, and those 4 scientists go into that comic book store and see these magazines and try to figure out, well, what superhero is Circus Boy, or what superhero are the Monkees, and so maybe there's some story there. But I just wanted to say that there's a show that's on the air called The Big Bang Theory that reminds me of the Monkees of the 60s.
I just wanted to say, did anybody actually ever really think they would see Mike the Monkey again? I mean, seriously? I mean, here? I mean, at a convention? I mean, it's just totally amazing, like an eclipse of some sort? It's a lifetime. That's because of you guys, you know, I mean, he's finally he's coming to terms with his fandom and understanding what you guys get out of it. I think that was the point before. He was just like, you know, I need to do art. And he was like, no, sometimes you just need to go do what the fans want you to do and show up and just, you know, be part of the group, and that's been great. And the reunion tour has been fantastic, and I would definitely like to see a DVD of that one of these days, because a lot of fans that I deal with around the world from the internet site, and there are a lot of them out there, especially Japan and Spain.
Okay, guys, thank you so much. Brad will have this panel up on his website. So, guys, thank you so much. Thank you for coming this weekend. Thank you for supporting the Monkees. Enjoy the rest of the day and everything. And buy my book. Thank you. God bless you all. Thank you.
And don't forget, please stay tuned. There's an excellent act coming up that reminds me what I used to be in, what's called the Real Life Brady Bunch, where actors would come up and act out the Brady Bunch on stage. Well, they're going to do that with the Monkees, coming right up. And I'm dying to see that. So please stick around. This is going to be a great show. You should definitely stick around.